Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Bleeding Crypto's live Zoom session. It is Monday, September 14th, and we're going to take a quick look at Bitcoin. Currently, the market is at $348.1 billion. The 24-hour volume remains under 100 billion, so it's at 112.9, almost 113 billion. Bitcoin dominance is at 56.8. Looking at Bitcoin on the hourly, let me move this bar out of my way here. Bitcoin on the hourly looks good. Beautiful breakout today of this resistance of this 200 EMA. We broke out of it, was it yesterday, put in some nice bullish patterns. Then we gave it all back and then some. And today we broke out again really nice. We had a nice flag pattern, failed to break it, came back down to the 9 EMA, tried it again, and it looks like we're failing to break this area of resistance. If we move over to the 4-hour time frame, you can see here where we flipped the 100 EMA into support. We've confirmed it 3 times. In my opinion, at the moment, it looks good for a move to the 200 EMA. So right at about 10,850 is where I plan to see the next rejection on Bitcoin. More than likely, whenever we break through these EMAs like the 9, the 30, the 50, and especially the 100, it's usually 9 out of 10 times we're going to go to the 200. I don't expect us breaking the 200. The 200 is never an easy EMA to break in any time frame, and the higher the time frame, the harder it is to break. And the 4-hour time frame is a pretty good, significant time frame that I probably would see some resistance here and before or a pullback before breaking to the 200, if that is what the bulls want to do. On the 12-hour time frame, she looks really good. Very nice curve on the 9 EMA. Very different from yesterday. Yesterday, it looked really ominous. It just didn't look like it had enough gas in it. Looks like the bulls gave up, and all of a sudden I wake up to just a lot of green on Bitcoin. A lot of volume came in, which is really, really significant, really good, especially in this 12-hour time frame. If we can break above this 100 EMA, flip it, it's going to be, I think it's going to have a great chance to get back up to 12,000. But this isn't something that I think it's going to happen too easily. I think there's going to be a little bit of pullback of resistance before it can get to that level. Right now, it's very hard to tell if that's what it's going to do. It looked bearish for so long that for me, it's really hard to tell. I was really in the notion that we were going to continue downward versus up, but obviously the bulls had a different plan. So let's see if we can get past this 100 EMA on that 12-hour. On the daily, we've got a similar situation with the 30 and the 50 holding together. So that's going to be tough to break through. However, if you look at the MACD, look at that crossover beginning to happen from this move that we had today. So the indicators look really good, very favorable to Bitcoin's price action today. Very, very different from yesterday. Weekly time frame, we're not quite out of the woods. Unfortunately, on the weekly, it's a little bit tougher because on the weekly, what's happening, let me zoom in just to give you guys an idea of what's going on. On the weekly, we have that 9 EMA. We're fighting with that 9 EMA at the moment. She is a hair, a couple of dollars above the 9 EMA on the weekly. She's got that wick already forming. If by some miracle, the bulls can pull off a close, at this point, I don't even care if we close above this red bar. I really don't. All I care is a 9 EMA. You guys see how I trade, how I look at the market, and you guys see the significance of that 9 EMA in every time frame. The weekly, even more than any other time frame. It's going to be the hardest to break above, and it's going to be the strongest for support. So just look to the left and look at the amazing support that the 9 EMA has provided the weekly. Now that we fell under it, I'm afraid that she won't pull up quick enough. So I'm really hoping that the quicker we can pull up above the 9 EMA, the greater our chances are of then reclaiming this $12,000 area. So right now, it's really too soon to tell. We're right on that borderline, but I just wanted to do a quick video for you guys and just to kind of show you where my thoughts are on Bitcoin. Does anybody have any questions before I close this out? Anybody have anything concerning Bitcoin that, what's up, Donuts? JDM, good to see you, my man. Nova, Luis. Does anybody have any, you know what, let me do this. I'm gonna unmute you guys. Give me 1 second. Let's see, unmute. So if you guys wanna talk, you guys can just unmute yourselves and talk. Or if you wanna just put it in the chat box, let me know. Any questions? No questions. All right, guys. Well, then have a good night, guys. I'm going to end it here. I'm going to send the video over to Mr. Mo so he can post to the update to the group, and we'll just see. We'll play day by day, see how it's going. JDM, I am leaving on vacation on Friday, so that's always a good sign. I'm leaving till Monday, from Friday to Monday. I'm going to take my kids to the beach in California. So hopefully the market does pump during this weekend. So I'm hoping, JDM, I'm hoping. But you guys have a good night, man. And we'll see you tomorrow. We'll talk tomorrow. Share and